Hello and welcome, I'm Eyeglass Tyler and I'm with my best friend Sunglass Rob. We have an interesting question. It's not really the easiest question to answer. It's not even maybe even the right question for the person to ask, but it's, I still think, a good question, and I want to try to tackle that today with you, Rob. The question is, just generically, what are the best snow goggle lens colors? How would you even approach answering that question?
Yeah, I see why you would think that's a great question to ask, because you would think there's like red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
But I think you might want to think about it a different way. And I see also why it's really complicated, because there's so many lens colors. A lot of them are really similar. Are you talking about the outside color, the inside color? I think the question is, what do I need my goggles to do? What kind of conditions am I riding in or skiing in the most? And then kind of base it off of not so much the color, but what the lens was made for as far as its like purpose, meaning low light for like nighttime or whiteout overcast conditions, or something in the middle that works really well for lots of conditions, or something darker for, I have sensitive eyes, I only really like to go out on bluebird days, or wherever I live has got a lot of bluebird days, or I want like a setup that's gonna cover me like across the board on a lot of different things. So, and also there's a lot of technologies involved, like PRIZM, ChromaPop, Perceive, Hyper. So I guess if like, you know, we have opticians here on the phones that will love to answer questions and have like deep conversations that's like political or spiritual for us, almost like, this is like fun to me to talk about. So like, I'm trying to almost figure out the best way to answer you. Like if a friend came to me and said, hey, what's the best goggle color? I don't think I would start there. First, I would try and find like, hey, when are you going up?
Where do you typically ride?
Where do you typically ride? I would probably see if they have a allegiance to any brand first. If not, like educate them about the new lens technologies like PRIZM and ChromaPop, the ones I mentioned. They're using these new dyes that really enhance colors. Basically, before you used to just make things darker and change the color, but now you can specifically, with different dyes and formulas, tone down reds, enhance blues, take away greens, whatever formula the brand wants to use.
You can hone in on specific light spectrums within the spectrum. You can hone in on specific light.
Eyeglass Tyler, everybody. Round of applause. I love you. See, that's why I love you. You're so good at this. I forgot what I was saying. No, so those new lens technologies do a lot, but really, I guess you're asking what color. I love looking through rose-colored lenses on a regular sunny day, or on a really sunny day, or on a medium day. I would go on a different variation of how dark the rose is. But there's gray lenses for people with sensitive eyes. There's like dark brown lenses, kind of in between the rose and the gray. I personally don't love looking through brown lenses, even on sunglasses, as much as I just love rose-colored lenses. I think that the world's, what is it? The
world looks prettier through rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just a cheerful. I'm trying to be optimistic. Yeah. I always have I'm a cheery guy usually. Yeah. So especially this time of year, because I got to hang out with Tyler more. We got to do all these goggle videos, excuse me. So I love looking through rose-colored lenses. Most of the PRIZM lenses from Oakley are gonna have a rose-ish kind of, rose coppery kind of base. For overcast, really bluebird days, I like more of like either a light rose or like a persimmon highlighter kind of color, or like I think the ChromaPop Storm Yellow, is that
was always your favorite?
Yeah, that's the a little bit more of a yellow. I feel like that gives a lot of enhancement.
Lets a lot of light through.
Now, basically, when you get goggles, a lot of them these days are going to come with two sets of lenses. Something lighter always is like the backup lens, and then something either medium or darker. Let's talk about that really quick. Tyler, can you explain what like category 1 through 4 is, S1 through 4? There's like
yes, yeah. I gotta know what you're asking. Okay. So I'm noticing that it's always been kind of in the world of sunglasses, snow goggles, but they seem to be focusing on it, they being the brand, seem to be focusing a little more on this season, which is specific categories. You have category 4, category 3, or what they're saying S4, S3, because it's snow. 4 means it's letting very little light through. S1 means it's letting a lot of light through. That visible light transmission percentage that you're getting, and that is important. So that's gonna tell you whether you should get a lens, what lens to get out if it's a snowy day, what lens to get out if it's a bright bluebird day. Bright bluebird day, S4. Snowy day, if it is just dumping and it is a whiteout day, S1, even S0 for that clear lens.
Yeah, for me, S4 is too dark, even on a super blue day. I don't love S4. For me, perfect would be an S1 and like a darkish S2. Or like a lightish S3, like right on that range kind of a thing.
And that tends to be what I recommend as well. So as you can see, there are a lot of lenses out here. I wanted to get into some specific lenses that I recommend. That's the way that I approach this problem as well. It's like Rob was explaining.
You say problem, I say opportunity. Speaking of which, if you wear prescription glasses, you can get an insert instead of trying to jam your glasses inside of a goggle. Yes, it's amazing. We design and develop these in-house ourselves with opticians, with our hundreds of years of experience and hundreds of thousands of prescription setups that we've done for people. And it is far better than trying to jam glasses inside of your goggles. It's far better than not seeing well. And for a lot of people, it's better than contacts. If contacts work for you, great. But some people at altitude, in dry, cold, high speed, contacts can dry out a little easier and maybe make the day not as fun as it could have been or as comfortable as it could have been. So the prescription insert is just super rad. Sorry, that was a plug.
I think it's important. It was a game changer for me. If you're a prescription wearer, don't sleep on it. It's awesome. So again, yeah, this question really is best answered in a conversation. It's a conversational thing, and that's tough with this medium because we're talking to you
I'll have
on
a
YouTube.
Conversation with you. What's your favorite lens from Oakley right now?
My favorite lens, one I'm most excited about, is Garnet. It is new for this season, and I think that it's in that same, which I'll talk about the specifics of it in a moment because it's on the table for a reason, but I think that it is the exact lens for me for the majority of conditions that I write in.
All right, well, which one's in your hand then?
Okay, so
I'm trying to make it a conversation.
That's great, that's wonderful. I'm in a conversation with them to help them with their own
am I the third wheel, like sticking in?
Totally.
I'll leave you guys alone.
So this is another Oakley PRIZM. By the way, what we have on the table, we have Oakley, we have Anon, we have Smith, we have Zeal, we have 100%. And I'll talk to you about what you can expect on my top picks from them. The first is the Oakley PRIZM Sage Gold, another new addition, and this actually uses that Garnet base, which I'll talk about in a moment. The VLT on that is 13%. So Garnet is their proprietary name for their base color, but to try to fit it into what you were saying in terms of base colors to look for, I think it's like a rose or like a dark reddish brown. Like a rose copper is what you're getting with that Garnet. And so you're getting that as well in the Sage Gold. Next up, we have Anon. I love their Perceive line. It's amazing. This is the Sunny Bronze. What I like about the Sunny Bronze is that it's not crazy dark. It's at 17%, and this has a dark orange base color. And then next up, we have another Anon. This is the Perceive Variable Blue. This comes in at 21%, so lets a little bit more light through, a little bit lighter of a lens, and it has just an orange base color because it's not quite as dark, so it's not a dark orange.
It's like my perfect range. Oh, sorry, I interrupted again.
No, it's great. I love it when you do that. Next up, we have a Smith. Of course, we can't talk about snow goggles without Smith, but here is a good option that you don't find in every brand, which is a photochromic option. This is their photochromic red mirror, and this has a rose base. This is, if you're not familiar with photochromic, it is a lens that changes based on light conditions. If it's brighter out, it gets darker.
On its own?
Yeah, on its own.
Is there a battery?
You don't even have to touch it. There's no batteries. It's crazy what we've done with technology these days. The VLT range you're getting on this then is 20% to 40%. So it gives you a little more flexibility if light changes on you pretty rapidly during the day, or you don't want to carry a separate lens with you and you do expect the light to change during the day. Next up, that PRIZM Garnet that I was talking about. This is an awesome lens. No mirror coating on that, something to be aware of if you like a mirror coating to hide your eyes or to hide an insert. It's not gonna do that quite as well. To me, that doesn't matter. I'm looking more for function than anything, but it also looks pretty dope. 19% is a VLT on that. And then Zeal. Zeal is a brand I feel like gets slept on. too hard.
Yeah, it's such a rad brand.
They make really good quality lenses and goggles. They're awesome. And another photochromic lens option. And speaking of lenses that aren't quite as commonly found among all of the brands, they also have a really robust selection in polarized lenses. That could be a polarizing topic.
I think I'm coming around though.
We've talked about that a lot. If you're interested to know more about polarized lenses on the snow, on the mountain, you can check out those videos. But this is another photochromic option, and this is a really awesome lens. This is the Automatic Plus RB, which stands for rose base because it's a rose base. And the VLT range on this guy, again, range because it is a photochromic lens, is 20 to 38%. Last but certainly not least, we have a newcomer in the snow goggle scene, which is 100%. They've been making awesome MX goggles or motocross goggles for a very long time. Finally, they're making snow goggles, and I'm excited about this lens. They call it the Vermilion Rose with Blue Mirror. Kind of a mouthful, but it lets you know what to expect. It's a vermilion rose base color, which is another unique addition in the snow goggle world. We use vermilion as a tint in a lot of sport sunglass tints. I haven't really seen it in snow goggles.
Yeah, vermilion's kind of like a hot pink kind of a thing, but that it mixes with that rose, so it's really cool. 100%. Nice. Pretty stoked on all those.
12% VLT
12%.
on that. Do you think that this would sufficiently answer this question?
I hope so. If you're still watching, you might still have more questions, or you just find our interactions charming. But please, we want to help you. No, we really do. If you're still not sure what to get, you can pick up the phone. Really, we have friendly opticians here in San Diego that know a lot about goggles that can have a deeper conversation with you and help you find the exact right kind of perfect match. We have tons more videos that you can check out. You can live chat with us. You can send us an email. Like, we're really trying to be helpful. We're really trying to help you have the best season you've ever had and see better than you ever have before. That's really just kind of our goal here at SportRx. If you did find us charming, maybe give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, because there'll be more antics all season long.
Thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting. Now that you know everything you need to know about lenses, you should check out our video on the ultimate solution for prescription goggles, because again, if you're a prescription wearer like me, it'll make a huge difference in your snow game.
I'm pointing at
Thank
the
you
video,
for watching.
not Tyler.
Don't point at my face.